There is a kind of tired where you are not sleepy, not sad, and not fully exhausted. You're sitting there, sticky, annoyed, looking at one simple thing you were supposed to do, and your body acts like you asked it to carry furniture uphill. You stand up, then forget why. You open the fridge and stare into the cold light like it might explain your life choices. Your shirt touches your back in the worst possible way. The air feels used. Outside, the pavement is bright enough to make your eyes narrow before you leave the door. And then the thought comes in. Why am I being like this? You had plans. Maybe just laundry, groceries, a message, one email, one small normal task. But the heat turns the smallest action into a negotiation. It is like your brain is running on low battery while the day keeps opening more apps in the background. Today we are going to break down why hot days can make you feel strangely useless, why discipline gets harder when your body is cooling itself, and how to stop turning heat into self-blame. Welcome back. Let's get started. Heat does not always feel dramatic. Sometimes it is not dizziness, fainting, or some clear emergency signal. Sometimes it is just this quiet downgrade of everything. You walk through the city and every decision takes longer. Which aisle was the water in? Why is this bag suddenly so annoying? Why does the person at checkout feel responsible for your suffering because they chose coins today? And because nothing looks serious, you start blaming yourself. That is the trap. Heat often works by making your baseline worse before you notice it. Your body is dealing with the task in front of you while also trying to keep your internal temperature stable. You sweat. Your heart may work a little harder. Your sleep may be worse. Your patience gets shorter because your body is already spending effort on a problem you cannot fully see. So when you try to focus, you are not starting from neutral. You are starting from a body that is already negotiating with the weather. This is why hot days can make motivation feel broken. Not because your values disappeared, not because you suddenly became weak, but because the same task now costs more. A walk to the store is not just a walk, it is glare, warm air, sticky skin, dry mouth, slow thinking, and that small irritation when your hand slips on the basket handle. Your brain still has to process noise, light, body discomfort, people, decisions, movement, and the need to act normal. Then, after all that, you ask it to be productive. This is why just push through sounds reasonable and then fails by 2:17 p.m. But heat makes the barrier physical, sensory, and environmental at the same time. It is not one big wall. It is 100 small frictions touching you all day. Your skin sticks to the chair. The fan makes noise but somehow moves the same warm air around. The sun hits your face at the bus stop, and suddenly answering one message feels like opening a tax form. Nothing is wrong enough to justify stopping, but everything is wrong enough to make starting harder. That in-between state is where people get cruel with themselves. If you are sick, you can rest. If there is an emergency, you can pause. But if it is only hot, you feel like you should still function normally. So you compare yourself to the cooler day version of you, the one who cooked, replied faster, and walked without treating shade like currency. But today is not the same situation. Your environment changed. Your body load changed. You did not get worse overnight. The day got heavier. And there is another effect people rarely name. Heat does not only drain energy, it lowers your tolerance for small discomforts. A sound feels sharper. A smell feels stronger. Clothes feel more annoying. Someone asking a normal question can feel like one more tab opening in a browser that was already frozen. You are overloaded by being a person in a hot body. That difference matters because shame makes the heat problem worse. When you call yourself lazy, you add another task, fighting the temperature and defending your identity at the same time. The goal is to stop using cold weather standards on hot weather days. On a hot day, the better question is not, why can't I do what I usually do? The better question is, what is the smaller version that still counts? Maybe cleaning the whole room becomes clearing the desk. Maybe cooking becomes something cold and simple. Maybe the long walk becomes 10 minutes in the shade. Maybe replying becomes one honest sentence. It is adjusting the weight because the air added more. Sometimes the practical answer is boring. Water, shade, a shower, lighter food, and moving the hardest task earlier or later. These are signals to your body that it does not have to spend every minute defending itself from the day. You are not lazy because heat made normal life feel heavier. You are not weak because your brain works worse when your body is busy. You are not failing because a hot day turned basic tasks into high-friction tasks. If the day is heavy, make the task lighter. If the room is hot, do not use it as a courtroom. And if your body needs more effort just to stay regulated, do not treat that hidden effort like it does not exist. Some days, discipline is not forcing yourself to act normal. Some days, discipline is noticing the heat before you turn it into self-hate. You are a person trying to function inside a body that is already working harder than it looks. If you want more uncomfortable but useful truths about your mind and body explained clearly, subscribe.